Hello guys, welcome to another video of Carolina EDC, and we have a new flashlight from the guys at Nitecore. And if you've been following for a long time, I did a review on these two right here, EDC lights, with their very cool lights, a lot of lumens, and it's just awesome, slim, and easy to carry. But they keep upgrading their EDC line, and this is the newest one right here, the EDC excuse me, 29 here. So as you can see, a little bit thicker and just a little bit heavier profile, and that's because it has a lot of lumens, and that's going to be 6500 lumens, which is insane. But we'll take a look at that outside when compared to the previous model, which is the EDC27 UHi, which is pretty cool, and we'll talk about a little bit of difference. A lot of cool improvement from the EDC25, the 27, of course, with more lumens, and a little bit of functionality difference in previous models here, which we'll talk about it and try to explain best I can. Of course, they're all rechargeable. This one, the last two previous generation, and the new one here has LED screen, so it will tell you exactly what lumens you're in, how much battery life, and also show you the modes and everything it has. One of my complaints, which probably mentioned in previous videos, and of course a lot of other people excuse me, is that the lock-in modes on these previous models were a little bit more not easy functionality for me, in my opinion, when you have to lock it out and everything. Now, I never lock them out because I never had any issues carrying this. Of course, with this button here being on top and everything, depending how you carry a lot. But a lot of people don't have a lot of issues with that. So if you need a flashlight, it's going to take a few seconds. Of course, once you get used to it and carrying it every day, have to unlock it and lock it back up. And then you have to press some buttons and so many times and everything else. As you can see, you have your power button and your function mode here, which you can set it as well with different functionality, of course, from your high output, turbo, or strobe, depending how you want to set it. But a lot of more improvement on the EDC29, which we're going to talk about it again. The 25 is going to be 3000 lumens previously. The EDC27 UHi, I think, is 3100 lumens, but the new one here is going to be 6500 lumens, and it has a throw of 400 meters and strobe light capability. We'll talk about some of the features as well. It has a impact resistance of 1 meter. It's only IP54, which is water resistant and drop dust resistant as well. They're all going to have pretty much just like previous versions. You got your metal pocket clip, which is good, very tight, very secure. Never had no issues out of those. And of course, I'll knock the camera off here. The big difference here is going to be, of course, the size and the LED lights here, as you can see, because of course the new one has more candela, so you need bigger LEDs and more battery, of course, as you can see the difference as far as the size goes. But very similar in design, the slim kind of out the front pocket knife type look. Of course, bigger battery, bigger light, bigger LEDs. Lights, you're gonna need that for more output and everything else. But let's go ahead and put this to the side, and of course we'll compare it outside again. Of course, it's going to be a lot brighter than this one from the EDC27 UHi, which I really like. Of course, Type C rechargeable, just like previous versions. Got nice texturing right here on the side. A little bit of difference from the previous as far as the front goes. Little I guess heat dispersion here, or vents, or whatever you want to call it, but it is robust. Again, drop it from your pocket, it shouldn't damage it or anything like that, but we're not going to do any drop tests. We're here for the capability as far as it goes. And as you can see, of course, focus, you got the LED screen here. As you can see, it's locked, And the cool thing about this, again, the new feature about this is the lockout mode on the side now. You don't have to press any buttons, just quick, fast, unlock, lock when you need it. And of course, you're going to need your light, you know, when you have to. As far as the strobe and everything, functionality and everything, we'll talk about that here as well. Right now it's on the half press. You're gonna have 3,000 lumens. Of course, you have a indicator there, which is gonna power off once you know, it runs out as far as 3,000 lumen, and that's just a safety concern in case it does go off in your pocket. It's not gonna overheat, burn you, or anything like that, and it saves save the flashlight from overheating as well. Again, 3,000 lumens at half press, and the runtime again is probably going to be about 8 to 10 seconds in that mode. And of course, it goes back up, and then you can do it again. Full press and hold is the 6,500 lumens, which is ridiculous bright, as you can see, and it does get warm pretty quickly. But again, you have about between 8 to 10 seconds of runtime in that high mode, and of course, it's gonna let it try to cool down for safety of the of yourself and the flashlight from overheating or exploding or anything of that nature. But of course, it does 6,500 does put out some heat, and I can feel it just now. Just even illuminating myself, you can definitely feel the heat. Of course, you got your power button here with the screen. It's going to tell you exactly how much lumens you got. 400 is going to be, well, 400, 1200, and 50 lumens. 50 lumens. You're going to have 32 hours. Of course, it's not fully charged, but I think it's about 60 hours on the 50 lumens. Try this again. 100 lumens, runtime 10 hours and 32. Then you got the 400 lumens. You got 2 hours and 19 minutes so far with the battery life that I got right now. And then you got the 1200 lumens, hour and 40 minutes. Usually it's 2 hours. And you back down to 15, of course. And press all the way down to cut on and off. You can half press and do 50 lumens. If I'm not mistaken, if you half press and hit it again, you half press, you're going to be probably at the 50 lumens only, just by half pressing the button here. You have to completely go through a cycle of whatever lumens you want to go to, press down, and you're going to be at 1200 lumens. So half pressing, you're going to go through the cycle of whatever lumens, and you're going to press all the way down. That's the lumens you're going to pick, and that's what it's going to turn on to. So pretty simple design. Functionality, again, once you use it daily, you get used to it. But I love the fact, again, a big improvement is the lockout feature. Again, it's got two lockout different modes. They call it the semi-lockout and a full lockout. Semi-lockout is pretty much half press and hold down the customer side button to access, the full press and hold down for the strobe mode. Let's see if I can do this correctly. So you're gonna, of course, make sure it's on lock. All right, so we're gonna press the customizable button here, press it and hold, and you're gonna press this, and it's gonna go to strobe. So that's gonna change this button here. Instead of your high output or turbo mode, it's gonna you press and hold, it's going to be strobe. So if you want to change that, again, press and hold, click down, and now you're back to your regular setting, which is 3000 half press, 6500 on your full press only. So there you go. Pretty easy to change that if you decide to run strobe. I really don't like to run strobe myself. Don't care for strobe, but some people do. Again, just read the instruction and you'll be able to change that out. Back to the lockout on whatever. The lockout 2 mode is pretty much it locks out just the turbo side of it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, let's lock it. If you press this, of course, it's locked out, as you can see there. There's This is on lockout too, and of course neither of the buttons gonna work. Let's see if we can change that back to the lockout 1, which is going to be able to access the turbo but not the other functionality. Alright, so let's see, full lockout. Alright, there you go. Alright, so that's pretty much it as far as functionality and everything. Read the instruction. You can change that lockout mode to lockout mode from 1 to 2 if you decide to just have all the buttons lock out. Again, that's something that you have to set up on your flashlight once you get it, depending on your preference and everything goes. Very easy to charge in 1 hour. As far as the rechargeable, I think it's hour and 15 minutes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You get 61 hours of output in the low modes. Again, the 15 lumens, which is real good if you needed to reserve battery power, you know, in, you know, disaster or whatever it may be, if you need to conserve battery as well. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. It's got a sensor protection, like I was saying, so the brightness automatically increases to 400 lumens to prevent the overheating and prolonged life of the flashlight. So that's again a safety feature, and that goes. All right, let's go outside, compare the EDC excuse me, the EDC 29 from the previous 27. Again, pretty much very affordable at that. I think it's just a little over 100 if I'm not mistaken. And again, they are going to be rechargeable. All right, let's go outside and then come back, give my opinion what I think about this flashlight. So stay tuned. All right, guys, just like any flashlight video, I only have an option here, and that's my front yard. So we're going to start with the EDC29 UHi, which is 3100 lumens. Just let's go ahead and show the highest brightness and compare it to each one. Now I'm doing this one-handed, so bear with me. So here's the 3100 lumens. As you can see, nice hotspot and pattern. And there it goes. It drops down. Pretty cool. All right. Now let's go see the new one, which is the EDC29. And again, 6500 lumens. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 6500 lumens. Extremely bright. Just lights up everything around. And there you go. It drops down to the lowest next setting, and there you go. Let me know what you think. Alright guys, let me know what you think about the EDC29, the new one with the 6500 lumens. Very bright light, extremely bright, more than what you needed for it. But of course you got the modes of different lumens just like the previous, but bigger, heavier duty type flashlight for EDC. Again, a little bit heavier than your other one, but again, that's because of the size of the battery, and of course, you know, just to be able to handle the output of the bigger LED lights with the higher lumens and everything else. But pretty much similar. I like the feature of the lockout here. Very easy to do without messing with the buttons, you know, prevent light from going on, as you can see, and you still hold the screen for your you know, battery life and everything else you need to see and what lumens you in. But again, I appreciate Nitecore for sending the EDC29. More to come for those guys, so make sure to check those guys out. Links down below if you decide to get one of these. Just a little over $100, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for a flashlight like this, and the previous models as well. So you're losing not paying or anything as far as the new models go. So rechargeable, very long time battery, especially this one. And you're going to have a great EDC light for everyday carry, just like in the name EDC. Alright guys, again, make sure if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Make sure to hit the notification bell when new videos comes up. I appreciate everybody always sticking out. I appreciate everybody that's been following me for a long time as usual. Let's get to 15,000 for the end of the year. We only got a couple months left, so let's try to get that done before the end of the year. That'd be greatly appreciated. Again, there's a thank you, there's a channel sponsor, all that good stuff. But the best way to support channel by hitting the hit like button. Follow me on social media like Instagram. That's where you can find my campsite or campsite link. Yeah, this could be down below as well, where you can find everything as far as Nitecore, any other products as well, discount codes to save money as well. Gives me a little kickback. That's way support for you know, for the channel to keep going as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. As usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.